All right. Good evening and welcome to the InkCasters Saga episode 2 in the house. Uh, Fresh off a PPG 10K win, we have a special guest in the house joining us, Jordan from Team Snuggly Duckling, joining the InkCasters today, along with myself, Hurricane Dave, Mai and Zeke, and our boy Dylan as well. First and foremost, thanks so much to everyone that watched our first podcast and interacted with it. We had way more than we thought, which was great. So, loving to seeing the interaction, and we hope to continue to keep it going and are excited to kind of jump into our topics for today. And first and foremost, leading off is man, that PPG 10K and 15K event in Texas this weekend. So, it was great that we had Dylan out there representing the team, and you guys got to connect with each other and see some folks that you hadn't been in a while. Dylan, let's start with you. How did the weekend go for you, and how did Texas treat you?
Yeah, I had a blast in Texas. I was able to stay with some of my wife's friends and family out there. So outside of the tournament, we just had a lot of fun. We spent some time in exploring like Fort Worth in that area, and it was Fourth of July weekend, so it was a blast. But as far as the tournament goes, it was great. I mentioned last week that seeing all the Snuggly Duckling team was going to be fun, and it was cool to kick it with them. I didn't really get to hang out with you guys outside the tournament, but just seeing you at the tournament and seeing you just do so well was amazing. Um, and the tournament was really well run. Shout out to PPG. 9 rounds of Swiss, that's a long day, and they
That is a
kept it
very long
moving.
day.
Yeah, they kept it moving pretty quick. So yeah, big shout out to them. Well run tournament, and everything went pretty smoothly. And yeah, I was super excited to see some of my friends really do well. My tournament experience personally, Friday, I did do great. I started off 2-0, and I think I lost two after that. And then I went like two more and then lost one. So it was like a 4-3 before I dropped. I was on Ruby Amethyst. I ran into some tough matchups. I think one of my losses was like Churn Dogs. I just got high. I lost a die roll, got high rolled 2 out of 3 games, and it still came down to like a really close game three. And then I lost to like the Clarabelle Bend in my will green blue, which is like an impossible matchup, I think, for red purple. And then so going into 15K on Saturday, I kind of asked actually you guys, I posted in the Discord, I posted a poll. I was like, oh, what deck should I play? Because I was so unsure. And it was a tie, but I ended up playing the DKP red blue, which is a deck I don't really have too much experience with, but I really enjoyed it. I ended up going like 6-1-2 and finishing like 34th in the 15K. The draws just kind of killed me. And one of those draws, I think I had to win the next turn. So it's like you're that close to
Yeah.
making the top cut. So it's a bit unfortunate, but I actually enjoyed playing that deck a lot. It was new to me, and yeah, it was a lot of great opponents and just a really awesome tournament. But I think the highlight was just seeing Jordan win the 10K and then just crush it in the 15K too. It was just couldn't be stopped. And so it's always nice seeing a friend do really well at the tournament. So all in all, it was a great weekend. I would have liked to make Top Gun one of them, but I did my best, and sometimes it's just not in there. But I did better than I thought I would on Saturday, so I am happy with that. And yeah, I had a blast hanging out with Jordan and Woody and all. Shout out to Woody for he I didn't come prepared for the red blue deck, so he loaned me some cards, so I have to shout him out. I love that guy, dude. He's just whatever you need, he's just like there. And meeting the rest of the guys on that crew is they're just awesome. So yeah, it was a blast. I wish you guys could have came, more of the Incasters could have came, but obviously it's a long way. So um, next time.
Yeah, I think as a team, we're definitely making more of a concerted effort, especially with more of the third party events that are coming up, that finding our way to more of those events as a team. But we were super proud, man, to have you in Texas and representing us and the performance that you did have. I know you were a little bummed on Friday, but still, wins are wins. Piloting these decks against some of the best players that are out there and taking some away from them, that's amazing. So you did a great job on Friday and Saturday, especially switching to that DKP list that you weren't comfortable initially with, right? It's something you typically don't play and still maximizing your performance out of that. So I think that was awesome. But the big man on top, the big winner, Jordan. So welcome to our podcast here, and congratulations again on that PPG 10K win and your Saturday 15K top eight, right? Yeah.
Yeah, top eight and a win. Yeah, thank y'all for having me, and thank y'all. Yeah, it was a fun weekend. It was I was going into it. I don't know what I was expecting from the tournament. I was really a little down last week with the DLC news.
Yeah,
So like going into this, I was like,
most
all
of
right,
us.
well, I'm already signed up for this, so we're gonna play it, and we'll see. We'll take it from there. And then like the event, even besides winning, the event just ran smooth. Like being done by like 7 each day was like awesome. The staff was great. The whole experience was pretty good. And watching the stream back, like they did a really good job of like just telling a story throughout the whole event, and it was cool. It was cool to catch up with old friends and like had friends that came down from Chicago, um, just all around the country. Really, the guy I lost to, Tyler, came from California. Like it's just
Oh
a,
wow.
it was a cool event. Yeah, yeah.
That's That's awesome. And obviously great performance with that with your Emerald Amethyst deck. So kind of talk us through your build process with that, how you landed on some of those one-offs and how did they help kind of help you throughout your run on Friday and Saturday?
So when the set first dropped on the Voldemort app, I don't know if y'all say that on the name of that app on this podcast, but uh, when it first came out, I went like 12-0 in matches, and I was like, oh, I am cooking with this green purple. Like I took like
Yeah.
the list from like last set, and then just added the levers in, and then I was like four wrong levers at one point. I was like, I am cooking, and then we had a little cash tournament around here
Hmm.
and I got cooked. I was 3-0, and then I played against Diggy Diggy Hole with Happies. Could never play, land a Diablo against that deck.
No, move them into
And
the
then,
mine. Bye bye, bird.
yeah, yeah. And then after that, I played against Green Steel, and they exoted me twice. Like Diablo, Prince John, Sudden Chills, Let the Storm Rage on. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this deck, I can't beat Green Steel. So I gave that up. And then I was like, okay, well, I took a little break from the game at that point, and then I was like, all right, well, let me try red blue items. So I played items, and it's just like not the deck for me. I'm just like kind of sloppy with 30 ink. It just like doesn't work for me. And I was like, I think I can make green yellow work because I have a history with green yellow, and it just felt um, it could work, but it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel the same as it's felt in past sets. The meta's a little too fast for it.
Yeah.
So about a week out, I switched back to green purple, and so I had a pretty good feeling with the deck. And then I just kind of looked at some lists that had done well in the past like couple weeks, and I kind of made some edits. And I like a lot of versatility in my deck. So like if you can create like so if you look at the list, there's like three Elsas, one Bell. That could easily
Hmm.
be four Elsas, but like I value having like the versatility of having like a Bell and an Elsa because like a lot of the times you can like the second Elsa is way worse than the first Bell. If that makes sense
Yeah.
because like you can go Elsa hit something, then the next turn you go Elsa hit something. Now you have two Elsas carrying like 3 damage each, and it's like okay, well these are gonna die next turn. Or you can have like an Elsa into a Bell, so you hit something, move the 3 damage, kill something else, and now you have a 4/4 that quests for two. So
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So edited some lists. As long as you understand like the function of like cards, like you can kind of edit like those purple decks to be kind of how you want. Like having like Peter Pan's is like really cool because like it covers Diablos while also functioning as a crab in a lot of cases where like you can double tap a Daisy, and then after that the Peter Pan, but the first Peter Pan is way better than the second crab. You know, like I'd rather have Peter Pan and a crab than just two crabs.
Right.
Kind of the same philosophy for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that insight. And I actually took your list and played it at locals last night. The only person I lost to was Dylan, running
Mm-hmm.
Sharks. First game was really close. Second one, he kind of ran away with it, but it's all right. But no, I totally agree. The versatility of that list is really fun. So, for example, you mentioned the bell, and I was kind of wondering about the bell. I'm like, why is this bell in here? And then lo and behold, the first game I found myself with an Iago on board, was used it to challenge something, pulled a bell, then was able to move the damage off of it, clear something else, and keep everything alive on my board. And man, I just had a ton of fun playing that deck. I'm typically on the other side of it with some other people in our group, but it was fun being on the right side of the table last night. Game one, running at the guy that I was playing against. We were getting down to the end of game two, and I'm just deleting his hand
Yeah,
left and right. And he's like, all right, man, we don't need to do all this. You got this.
yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
The thing I like about green purple is that it's like if the Diablo plan fails, the Prince John plan fails, you're just a purple deck. Like you can just
Yeah.
tempo people out with Genie. Like you can just
Yeah.
Genie into Elsa into Belle into like just fighting for the board. Like you can just win as a purple deck.
Yeah,
Unlike
absolutely.
Green Steel, where like
You can find yourself super wide with nothing but a bases,
yeah, and
right?
like the thing with Green Steel is that like you're kind of a combo deck really. Like you're like a bunch of AB combos that are like trying to connect, and then like you mulligan and say, oh, well, I have a Diablo and Ursula, a Beast, and no morph. So like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like that's why I like it above Green Steel. Green Yellow is a consideration, but it's just like very the game plan's out there. Like everyone knows you're trying to under the sea. Everyone knows like what you're trying to do. So like I like the versatility of green purple in the meta right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I agree 100%. Like I said, in the first podcast, I kind of said I was going through an identity crisis, not knowing what to play. And like I said, playing that yesterday. Well, I got to think Zeke. Zeke threw the deck in my hand last week. I always call him coach because he's always trying to steer me in the right direction because I can be hard headed and trying to brew up my own stuff. And I gotta listen to coach more. But he's like, just play this, just try it. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, oh man, this is fun. And that was off the original list. Then we got yours this
Mhm.
weekend. But again, man, obviously, thank you for joining us today and kind of sharing. And uh, super congratulations. We love seeing
Thank you.
people in the community that we enjoy and that are friends of our group doing well. And we hope to be up there on one of those podiums with you here coming up and with some of these bigger events that we've got. Not to overshadow SSG's 1 year anniversary, kind of our transition here. My played with a couple of the fellow Inkcasters in the 1 year tournament that SSG hosted this weekend down here in South Florida. How were things down in Margate, Mai?
Mm, it's pretty okay. We didn't do too hot either. From that, it was mainly just like seeing a bunch of mirror.
Yeah,
Like he saw Mikey Senior on the mirror. He saw like he just told me he had a bunch of mirror games and like it's more like about like who sees Diablo first and then
yeah,
pretty much game or Under the Sea. I mean, if you see Under the Sea first, whoever gets that first, then it's pretty much game over. So he went 2-2, and we both dropped after that 2-2 because we both kind of had the same record going on.
hmm
For me, I did run somewhat of Jordan's list.
okay.
I tried to like I copied the 10K list and then I accidentally took out the wrong cards.
Oh
So
no.
I ran only one friends in the entire
Oh,
deck.
Yeah.
That's not how we do it. That's
yeah,
not
that's
how we
not
do
great.
it.
That's not
Yeah,
great.
I I get home from work and I'm like, oh, let me see the deck that you played. Because she's talking about her game. She's like, dude, I never saw friends. And so I'm like looking through her deck and I'm like, where the fuck are the friends? It's like the first time I've let her go to a tournament by herself where I didn't finally track her down.
Skip to help me fix the deck in the morning and he said, I'm too tired. And I went to the restroom.
Oh, all right. So
And then
Zeke's fault. We
I was
get
like,
it.
okay,
From
I'll do
Zeke.
this by
It's from
myself.
Zeke.
But obviously I can't do this by myself.
I put the cards that she needed to take out in order. Like the night before. I was like, look, you take out these 6 cards and you put these 6 cards in once you get them. That's all
Yeah,
you do.
one friends. That's brutal,
Yeah,
man.
one
Like
friend. She
you
went,
I
hey,
I
she
killed
won,
your draw engine.
won 2 games with only one friends.
That's impressive. That's impressive as hell.
Whoever you lost to, that's tough.
I mean, they played really well. I guess I saw the right cards. I even played the we know the thing. What was it? The we know the way or something like
Yeah,
that.
she
The
played the
one
We
one.
that
that Jordan told us to cut.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
tried to
don't
play
play that
that
one
too.
either.
She was playing. She was playing. She had Lucifer in there still. She was running like
Lucifer stuff.
running full count was like
Lucifer's tough.
15 in that deck.
I, speaking of that, making that Lucifer change, I like the chip so much better because I can get it out sooner.
I play both, so
Yeah, that's there you go. Hey man, whatever
not my
works.
choice.
The deck's just so much more versatile now with the levers, the pull the lever and the wrong lever give you so much more viability and like so many more options in that deck
Hmm.
that it's even more consistent. Like last set it was good. I tried a little bit last set the discard variant and it felt good, but now it's just like
Yeah,
it's kind of on another level now. Just being able to bottom a shark or anything and then have the versatility of pull the lever is just an insane card in my opinion.
yeah,
So
you have so many outs with it. Like last night, that's exactly what happened. I had a wrong lever in my hand that I was able to utilize because I had to pull the lever and I top decked a sudden chill. So I not only pulled something back to his hand or under the deck, I discarded the one thing that he had left to play, and it was just nutty. It's a ton of fun.
Not
Wrong
only
lever's so
that,
good.
but like
It's so good.
yeah.
being
Yeah.
able to like use the pull the lever and like discard that in order to shift the Diablo and
Yes, and
continue
you
the
get it
wrong
into your
lever,
inkwell or into your
like
discard. Yeah,
yeah, and then you
absolutely.
can apps and then you can immediately put something on the bottom of the deck of someone else. Like
Yeah,
Also just the versatility of being able to either draw or discard. It's just
Right.
two things your deck wants to do consistently.
yeah.
It's really good. I think it's going to be a staple after rotation. I mean, it's already a staple, but it's going to be so much better after rotation too.
Yep. So Jordan, let me ask you this: with that deck, as we kind of keep coming back to it, where do you see the weaknesses? What's the one matchup we don't want to see if we're playing that?
Other purple decks, the other evasive purple decks, and tempo green purple. So like the problem with tempo green purple is that like not only can they pressure you early, they can also have disruption for like all your Diablos like up the curve. It's time go go kit,
Oh yeah,
um, go go kit, Genie, Elsa. The whole curve just kills Diablo, which isn't the worst problem. But it's just being a clock that's hard to like kind of manage when they also like can fight back. Um, it's a hard matchup, but like it's winnable. You just have to approach it the right way. The other hard matchups are like purple and red purple evasives. Um, if you're stuck with Diablo, if like you're not stuck with Diablo and you can play Prince John against that deck, those
hmm
two decks, then you have a winning chance. But if you miss the Prince John and you're just stuck on Diablo, then you are kind of in this weird spot where you're trying to play this evasive war with having like bricks in your hand because the shift Diablos are kind of bricks in that matchup unless like they don't have Peter Pans
yeah,
or Elsas. And the problem with Blurple is that they get the ramp, so like your Diablos as soon as they come out they just die. Against Red Purple they're a lot more viable, but they're still kind of a liability. Which is why I like kind of leaned more into discard with the chips and the hypnotize that I put in to try to pressure them with discard. Those are the two worst matchups. I like it into red blue. I like it into amber steel. Um, I like it into most of the meta, to be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, but definitely the purple decks can be a problem. With that said, I didn't lose to. I beat a 2-1 to green purple tempo, I 2-0 to purple, and I 2-0 to red purple. So they're not unwinnable matchups at all.
There we go. That's good to hear. So with that, as we keep talking kind of decks and our strategy here, set champs kicking off this weekend for us down here in South Florida, in New Orleans, Louisiana, right?
Yeah, New Orleans. We got two this weekend.
Two this weekend. All right. So Dylan, are you hitting any set champs this weekend?
Yeah, I am gonna go this weekend because I think we have two pretty good ones this weekend down in Margate, Guildhall and SSG.
Yep.
SSG is obviously a big name store around here, so that's gonna have a decent turnout.
Yeah, we had what,
And
like 40 some odd people for previous set champs at SSG?
yeah, it was like th high 30s maybe, and
Yeah.
it should probably be similar in the 30s, maybe 40s. But that's a good sized tournament. I'm
Yeah,
always down
absolutely.
to drive down there for those. So yeah, I'll probably go to those, and then the following weekend, I don't think there's much going on. Plus, I'm gonna be busy, but after that, I'm just gonna kind of see what you know what I mean, which shops are doing what. I mean, our two local ones close to us, I'll probably be at those just because they're close. Yeah, look, I mean, set champs is always fun. It's always fun to get out there and just I enjoy just playing a variety of decks during set champs. Going for the mat's cool and all, but it's just kind of a fun time to get together and jam some constructed games.
For for
Yeah.
sure. Have you decided any way? You don't have to say what you're playing if you're trying to be strategic for this first one there at SSG that we know is probably going to be a little bit more competitive. But have you just landed on something that you're going to run with for this weekend?
I mean, I'm definitely still enjoying the DKP Red Blue Shark list. It's very consistent, and that's something I really like in decks. But honestly, I'm someone I could play anything. I could change my mind last minute. It happens literally every time I play a competitive event. Like, oh, should I play this? Should I play that? I never really know. I've been enjoying the Red Blue, but could even try like green purple or I was thinking maybe even some green steel, even though I know it's a bad decision. But yeah, I mean, discard in general, I'd say all three discard variants right now are just always going to be good in the current meta. It's you know what I mean. Two of them are pretty high rolly, but you know they just kind of do their thing and they can just win games on the
Yep.
spot like early. Um, it's unfortunate. Like obviously, Prince John hopefully is rotating out. So we'll see what happens after the rotation. But yeah, looking forward to set champs.
Nice. Zeke, what about you all?
Uh, I might go to Guildhall. I can't make SSG because I have a work thing Sunday. Oh, I wanted to go to the ones. There's none next week. If some
Yeah,
stores schedule one for next week, I'm assuming they'll have at least something for next weekend. It'd be crazy to go a whole weekend with no set champs. Like week two. But I'll be at Prods at the end of the month. Digs, August 3rd. I'll definitely be at those. Probably Chaoses, like the 21st, I think. Oh, so hopefully we can go to those. Probably gonna play purple green, the Jourdon list. I like it a lot. I don't have a mat yet, so the goal is to get first mat. We're gonna get carried by Jordan's list for the first mat. That's the goal.
yeah, absolutely. And I even got my enchanted Bruno in today for the list. Ooh,
That's it.
that's
I have
it.
Jack.
That's a nice one. You got the play set or just the one?
No, just the one. Just the one. Let's not get crazy.
Cool.
Gotta
He's
get
a
the
family
play
man.
set.
Yeah, get the one for the card that's about to get rotated, or the playset for that's about to get rotated out. Yeah, that'd be tough. What about you? Are you playing this weekend?
Not this weekend, only because I already take a lot of time off when I do like the big events, like for the case
Yeah,
tournament, the 1 year case tournament, I took time off. So like I kind of have to like go for the later ones, like Chaos and
I'm with you.
Property. Um, yeah, so I'm not so sure what I'm gonna play yet. I do like Blurple a lot, so I might stick to that. But I also have one more deck in mind that I'm gonna practice until then. Um, but I do want to give out a shout out to Southside Gaming for always keeping the spirit alive with like these going above and beyond, like even like just for set jams. It's like crazy. Um, Especially like with Stefan being on board again,
Yeah, that's
like
great news.
he kept the spirit alive pretty well, and just want to give them a shout out to that.
That's great. Yeah, me personally, I won't be participating this week's set champs, but some of the later ones. We've got part of the challenge, Lorcana Dad here. So family vacation will actually be at Disney this weekend. So we leave tomorrow morning. So I won't be around for this weekend set champs, but some of the other ones coming up. I made the comment to Mai that I took my Amber Sapphire Puppy's deck and sent it to the kill shelter. And we'll be grinding out this Jourdon list, practicing with it to try and capture a mat here at Set Champs, hopefully. So since I'll be later in the cycle, hopefully everybody else in the team has gotten theirs by then, and I can make my run at that point. But we'll see. But speaking of the events and the set champs, we had a lore cast today, right? So a second one. We've had like two back to back here pretty quickly. So I kind of want to talk about the state of the game here. I know we didn't get to talk about it week one, but I know overall everyone was pretty bummed when we saw that there was only three DLC events um, leading into here season two. I know as a team that we've talked about some of the ones that we're going to try and go to. Some people are going to try to go to all three. I know Dylan, you were very vocal saying, hey, I'm going to hit all three. If I get my ticket, I'm going. I know I really want to hit Richmond. I've got family in Virginia, so I think that's a great opportunity for me to hit that one. But aside from that, Dylan, let's start with you because you kind of brought it up that you wanted to talk about the not only the maybe the lack of events, right? There's no other way to say it, lack of DLC events, and now hopefully some of the better news that we got with the third party events that could lead to your ticket into to Worlds for this season.
Yeah. So it was interesting. Actually, I was just watching the vlog because I couldn't catch it live, but I got far enough into where I was able to see the announcement for the third-party event support, that's really good news. I think everyone was kind of living on a dream that they might either add DLCs or increase the cap, which I think increasing the cap would probably be like the most viable thing that they could do that could satisfy the community. And it's unfortunate that they can't, but um, at least we're getting some of these third party national invites, which is big. The thing about that is we didn't get. I mean, at least I didn't see as far as I got into the stream, like numbers, like official numbers for how many events there's going to be, what what the top cut you need to get an invite is. I think there's still a lot of questions around it. So hopefully we'll be getting some more information, but I think it's very important. They did cut down on the LCQ invites to add these national invites. So that's another thing to take into consideration if you were planning on attending the LCQ. There's going to be either way less pods or it's going to be a much more grueling battle to get the spot. But yeah, the DLCs unfortunately are going to still be 2048 capped, and the tickets are first come first serve. I don't know about you guys, but last season I definitely I was on the wait list for a few, and yeah, it was brutal. Things didn't go smoothly, so I'm really hoping that this new TO that they're with has good server stability and everything kind of at least works. And we have a chance to get our tickets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that would be nice. As far as the third party events, I think we're very fortunate being in the area we are that we have some of these really big names like SSG and CCS that I would assume at some point is going to get one of these events and one of these I guess they're called CCQs, one of these events where you can get an invite, and that would be really awesome. But on the other side of that, I think they might try and place those more strategically towards the West Coast and the Southwest of the country, because
they're not getting any love right now.
They're not getting any of the DLCs in those areas, and that was a big focal point for a lot of players and concerns that they had. So if I had to guess, we're going to see more in those areas, maybe out in California, Seattle area. But I think we might get a few around here, and that would be really awesome. I'm sure even those will draw a pretty big crowd. Nationals invites is something that, at least for me as a competitive player, that's my goal. I don't, set champs and stuff is cool, but we want to make it to that final stage, and
yeah, you want the big boy prizes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was good news, I'd say, overall today in the Lorecast. Good news for competitive Lorcana. So I guess we'll just have to see. I think they're listening to the community, but there's obviously something holding them back. But as long as they kind of keep going in the right direction, it's looking better. So
yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of that news was reassuring, especially some of the comments that they made going into season three that we know it's going to be expanded more. So we kind of got to get through this period first. But I can definitely see, obviously, I'm newer into the community, into the game. I'm wanting to play more competitively, but not as much seasoned in the competitive play like players like Jourdon and yourself and Maya and Zeke. But yeah, having as many opportunities as possible to gain that entry into the bigger tournaments is always going to be helpful. Jourdon, any thoughts on it? Again, being one of our better competitive players in the community when it comes to the events.
I think that it's a step in the right direction. I have a pretty hard stance that Ravensburger is a bit incompetent, and they are not ready for the success of this game, or they have proven that they don't deserve it really. But besides that, they,
Shots fired. Shots
I
fired.
guess, it's just. I mean, I gave them 8 months, and they came up with almost nothing.
Yeah.
I guess it took them a week, and now they have pivoted a little bit. So maybe it's cool. It's cool. It's cool that we'll have more invites, more chances for invites. But I think that uh, it's it's more than nothing, but it's not enough to service the community, in my opinion. Like they have to do basically nothing to give out these invites to tournaments that are actually doing stuff like Southside and they're not going to give it to PPG, I imagine.
Yeah.
And CCS, which is cool. I like that those third parties are carrying the weight that Ravensburger should be, but Ravensburger really dropped the ball on like the whole rollout of the new season. It took them like halfway through the year to even like have a new season. So, um, but I do like that there's more chances to get invites, and it'll give me a reason to like go to tournaments that maybe I wouldn't go to normally.
Yeah.
So that's
Absolutely.
cool. But like, still overall disappointed in the entire announcement. With that said, I'm gonna go to as many DLCs as possible because the value is just insane. But yeah, so I'm a little bit happier today than I was yesterday.
There you go. Silver linings, silver linings. And I think the overall silver lining too is that for folks, people saying, oh, the game's going to die and things like that. I think there's enough of an uproar, if you will, in the community. So many people speaking up about it shows how many passionate players you have in the community for Lorcana and want to continue to see it thrive and grow and want to continue to be a part of it and keep playing. So hopefully they clue into that and understand that they've got a good community and it shouldn't go to waste, right? That give us the support that we're looking for.
Yeah,
So
like I think that most competitive players really just wanted a reason to play Lorcana more and not a reason to play Lorcana less.
right.
And the original rollout was a reason to play Lorcana 4 months out of the year. I play the month leading up to a DLC, and then I'll play a different game. So I guess if they space these invites out, like it'll make it okay. Well, maybe I have to be engaged more. So it's good that they have some reason to be engaged most of the year.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
No, more silver linings. Zeke, Mai, what about you guys? What DLCs are you guys targeting or where you're hoping to see a third party event?
Yeah, I mean, I hopefully want to go to all three.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's going to depend on tickets. A really interesting thing I saw someone talk about in the South Florida Lorcana Network is do we think these tickets are going to instantly sell out, or do you think Ravensburger has killed the game so much that they're going to be up for like 5-10 minutes? I think they're still instantly going to sell out.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're
sell
going to
out.
go super fast. I think with the
I think-
limited availability, it's just going to drive the demand so much more.
I think they're going to go fast. And then the other thing is, they didn't say how much they're going to be yet, right? Is it still $50 confirmed? No, right?
I don't think they know.
Yeah, they
I don't
mentioned
believe that
They know.
they have any idea what's going on. So
Question
They
mark.
do.
I wonder if the website is even going to work. I don't know.
Something, yeah. When we did the Seattle one, it was really rough. But I think like the announcement was definitely like the first announcement coming around the free DLCs was definitely like disappointing in a way because especially like since they're so close to each other too. And then like CCS started being like it started doing like this the 25Ks and stuff like that and it started like releasing other tournaments that kind of like kept the hype alive. So I'm glad that they're acknowledging that too and starting to like give out third party invites. So it definitely kind of keeps like drive a little bit longer. Um I also saw like someone like do the math for the DLC itself and it's like rough. Like you'd have to be like uh 10-1-1 to kind of make it, and like 10-0-2 might like bubble out.
Yeah, 10-02 could bubble out based on the math because it's top 32 cut, 12 rounds, 2,030 something. So you have to like 11 wins, you're guaranteed top 32, but 10-02 could still bubble out, which is like
That's
That's crazy.
brutal.
it's
That's
tough.
It
brutal.
would be
Winning
crazy.
10 matches and you're gonna bubble out. Man, talk about a bad beat.
You can't if you get like 9, you have to get at least 10 wins. You can't ever make it with 9 wins.
Yeah, I have no expectations that if I get a ticket, I'm making it that far, but I'm excited for the opportunity to get a ticket, go to a first DLC, and kind of be around that experience. I think it's going to be a lot of fun being at a tournament that's that large with that high of stakes and seeing what kind of breaks out. For those of you who've been, are there side events and things like that that they do after the mains? And
Yeah, there's
yeah,
tons.
Side events.
Yeah, side
yeah.
events, and you can get tickets for prize wall stuff, which actually, has decent value stuff in there too. So
Yeah,
it's
see, I'm down
they're
for that.
definitely
Let's
worth
do
going
that.
to, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you
I
can
mean,
you
it's
can pay
value just to like go to side events, really.
Yeah.
If you just
Yeah.
play side events, like you can make like a bunch of profit.
Yeah. I
It's a
think I
random
got
pick.
like top 32 at one, and it was like I was able to get like 2 of the Rapunzels for it. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so and a box of first chapter. That was something crazy. It was like, wow, getting all
Ooh.
this for just like a top 32. So they're worth it, if especially in prizing.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's something definitely to look forward to. Like I said, for me, I have no expectations, but I would love to get into at least one of them and kind of have that experience, especially if we all get into one as a team, being able to have a major event like that where we can, multiple of us can go and then see people like Jourdon from Team Snuggly Duckling, because I'm sure you guys will be there as well.
Try
But
to
yeah.
do.
That's it. That's it. Well, good stuff. Anything else from kind of the state of the game that we might be looking forward to? So Fabled is right around the corner as well. I know we didn't get any card updates today, but they said that that's coming on the next one, that we'll start getting our first bit of card reveals because we're what, August, right? One
Honest.
yeah, so we're right around the corner. Hit that rotation, a lot of stuff coming out, which is again why I didn't buy 4 Enchanted Brunos. Sticking to one for now, but anything that you think we might see in Fable potentially reprinted that is going to help the rotation, or what you want rotated out that you don't ever want to see ever again? Zeke, what about you?
I mean, I actually think Bruno could come back. Like if Prince John's gone and Sudden Chill's gone, like Bruno's not as good. Like Bruno sometimes is like Bruno's really good when they have no cards in hand, but like sometimes like there's you can't have like a good Bruno target sometimes if there's like nothing like if they have a bunch of cards in hand.
Right.
Because like
What saves it is that it's inkable, right? At
yeah,
least you can ink it.
and like with Prince John, like you get to draw off it too, which is like
Right.
super. So I think with no Prince John, Bruno could come back. I don't think Sudden Chill's coming back. I'm excited just to see because there's no ban list and the SSG Invitational is Infinity format, and so that means Hiram and Fort will be playable, which means like Kiwi Bird is super
I was about to
strong.
say your Kiwi is going to be incredibly viable.
Yeah, Kiwi Bird is going to be really strong with having like Hiram and Fort, and I think we should. Jourdon, you're going to be at that one, right?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm
Oh,
coming.
let's go.
I'm coming to take Jack's lunch money, dude. I'm coming.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck Jack up.
Yeah.
I'm coming for
We're
Jack.
taking dogs to the
Uh,
grave.
We're taking dogs out bad.
Shout out
Taking the
to
dogs out back.
shout out to SSG Ghosty. You have officially been put on notice by Jourdon
Jack
on
knows.
episode
Jack-
2.
I'm coming for Jack at every tournament. He knows I'm coming for him.
Jourdon's got to get his revenge too because I'm undefeated against Jourdon.
Oh Jesus.
No.
If you don't know it, the 12 p.m. Whoever loses has to chug a buzzball tournament.
Oh
Shout out to
my
Albert.
gosh.
Shout out to Albert's house.
Shout out to
Oh,
Albert's
man.
house.
Top was not for hosting.
Shout
It
out
was
Mary
after
Ann.
the 5K. After the 5K
After you guys
at
invite,
SSG.
my boy went crazy at the 5K. Came back, got his ass beat by Purple Steel. Cooked him. Best
Tough luck.
Best Purple Steel
Tough luck.
player
And
in
he was
Florida.
super drunk too.
Right, Dylan?
Oh no.
Yeah, definitely.
He was super drunk too. It was crazy.
Who's letting Albert be their +1?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll take Albert.
Jordan,
Oh,
Okay.
Jordan's gonna take Albert.
Uh,
Oh
Let's
man.
take it for the team.
That's
Team
funny.
Albert, Team
Uh,
Chili.
Dylan, what about you? Anything that you're hoping to see stay and or rotate out?
Yeah, I mean, definitely hoping that Prince John doesn't get reprinted. I think that's kind of like the card that, enables this card to be a little bit too strong, in my opinion. As far as reprints, I think I have an idea of like what's not getting reprinted. Like your B preps and your aerials. I don't think those cards are really we're gonna see those like huge deck defining cards come back. I think they really do want to shift the meta and kind of shift, what our decks are doing fundamentally. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna see that stuff. I think we're gonna see some strong cards that we currently have in the meta, but nothing too crazy. I think there's gonna be a lot of new stuff in the
Fable. Yeah.
in Fable constructed, core constructed. Infinity will also be interesting. I think I said it last week too. I think red blue with Hiram is gonna be like the deck. You know what I mean? It's insane. Hiram is such a strong card. But we don't know what's in Fabled yet for new cards, so there could be something that kind of shifts that and changes it. And it'll be very interesting to try and figure that out the day before the SSG tournament because we have Fabled release on Friday, the
Oh,
SSG core constructed on Saturday, and then the Invitational
holy
on
smokes.
Sunday.
I did not realize they were a
Yeah.
day apart.
Yep. So it's gonna be
Man,
crazy.
we're gonna have to work to do on Friday.
We're gonna be scattering to get some of the new
Yeah,
stuff
we are
and
gonna be we might have to pre-order some cases.
a lot of testing. We have to get Snuggly Duckling to come out here and like a week early, and we'll just all test.
Hey, I got a guest room.
Yeah.
More than welcome.
I think I'll stay with Albert.
Yeah.
Might be the place.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd love to see Big Sisu not come back. I have so much PTSD from playing against it, and just next thing you know, I'm like, oh look, I have no cards now to play. So yeah, death to Big Sisu all the way. I'm more than happy with that. As far as things I want to stay, all our good purple stuff. Purple's been the one color that I've really enjoyed. So shout out to Elsa. She's great. Luckily, since she's set 5, we've got some more time with her, but hopefully we get a lot of that stuff that kind of sticks around for us. Jordan, any thoughts on rotation or anything like that?
I think that they definitely need to get rid of the cards that snowball, like the Prince John. And the worst cards for the meta are Prince John, Cindy, and Whole New World. All three of those cards just snowball games out of control. I think if they could just get rid of those cards, I'd be so happy. Um, but I'm pretty sure that they will. Well, I'll make a bet that they are probably going to reprint Diablo because it seems like they want Green Purple to be a Diablo deck with the Green Purple 2-drop Diablo, and then they printed the purple Diablo. Maybe they don't reprint the green Diablo, so Diablo's no longer viable in like Green Steel or something. And then I think they'll probably reprint Popsicle because like it seems like Blue's entire identity is based around Popsicle. Um, but I think that they're gonna surprise us with by either. I have faith in Ravensburg. I have faith that they know what they're doing, and they are not going to make a very toxic game. They're going to make it really good. They're going to know exactly. They're going to test it. I'm sure they tested the meta for the next set. I'm sure they're not just going to pick random cards.
Manifest it. There you
Just like they
go.
tested the Bucky meta, right?
I'm sure.
Just
I'm sure
manifest it, baby.
the first night I played Lorcana, I read Bucky and I was like, this card is a problem. I don't even know what the rest of the cards are. I know that this card is a problem. It was set 2. It was set 2. It was even good. I just reading that card is just anyway. I'm sure they're gonna test it. I'm sure it's definitely gonna be balanced, and I'm sure that they are not gonna reprint snowball effects. There's no way Prince John's in this set. No way.
Yeah,
No way.
I don't think so, especially after seeing things like Dylan, that was against you, right? In the SSG tournament where it was the Prince
Yeah,
John and then
don't remind
the
me.
Beyond the Horizon. I saw some like
Yeah.
14 cards being pulled off of that. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
happening?
It's brutal. Prince John is a red purple player's nightmare, and
Yeah.
Blurple. It's just you can't do anything about it. Just sits on the board forever and ever.
Good card
Yeah.
design. Really good
Yeah,
card design.
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, it's
Yeah,
great.
Great card
Blast.
art. But
So
we'll
hopefully it
keep
doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't get reprinted.
Yeah, I don't see a world that it does, but
Yeah.
we will find out. But yeah, you know what, guys? I think that brings us to time for tonight. Again, I appreciate everyone jumping on, and Jordan, I appreciate you sharing some of your time with us today as well. Again, congratulations
Thank you.
on your wins this past weekend in Texas. We look forward to seeing you down here in South Florida for the SSG Invitational.
Definitely be
Remember to
there.
follow us on our socials that are out there. We will actually be selecting our winner today for our contest for that Japanese first chapter box. So we will be doing our drawing and posting that on socials as well for our lucky winner. So thanks so much. Stay tuned. We should be back next week with our next episode, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Thanks for having me.